Please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering concepts.
In this video lecture, I will explain you complete designing of G+4 building structural model, which is consisting of the east facing 3 BHK house plan by using StatPro V8i software. So in my previous video, I was explained the complete details about the typical floor plan, which is related to the east facing 3 BHK house plan. If you want the complete details about that plan, I will provide you that video link in above card link. You can watch that video from the above card link. Now in this video, I will explain you if the building is consisting of the G+4 building structural model, how can we proceed with the designing process as per the structural engineering. So this is the typical floor plan. So this is the center to center distance between the columns for the typical floor plan. So this is the horizontal distance and this is the vertical distance. This blue color mark indicates the distance in meter and this is the feet distance. Initially, before going to starting with the structural design in StatPro V8i software, we have to convert this feet to meter. So here I was converted the dimensions from the feet to meter here. So 14 feet, which is approximately equal to 4.26 meter, and 16 feet approximately equal to 4.88 meter. Again, the vertical distance is approximately equal to 6.3 meter for the first column, second column, and second to third it will be consisting of approximately 5.38, and this is the last and final column of 4.7 meter. So this is the total summation of the value 16.38 in vertical direction, and this is the total summation of the value which is in horizontal direction here. Okay, so now in this video I will explain you how to design this particular building structural model by using StatPro V8i software according to your considered load cases. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please click on subscribe button and watch the video completely so that you can able to understand the concepts clearly, how to take the dimensions and how to design the particular structure by using StatPro V8i software. So initially I'm creating the folder here which is related to G+4 building structural model. Let us consider here. So just I'm taking here. So select the StatPro V8i software here. Just I'm selecting here. So initially we have to click on the new project option, select the spacing option. So here I'm giving the name is G+4 building structural model. Select the file location, select the 3 dots option here, select it as G+4, click on OK. So this is the length units which is consisting of the 3 meter as well as the kilonewton is the value for the force. Click on next option, click on finish option. So firstly we have to enter the number of the grids in horizontal direction as well as the vertical direction for the typical floor plan. So for that initially I am selecting the geometry option. In this we have to select the run structure wizard option. So here we have to select the frame models option from the truss model option, and we have to select the bay frame option. So here I am double clicking on the bay frame option. So firstly we have to enter the length of the building. So here in this case I am considering the length of the building is 16.38 meter. Again in the same process we have to enter the height of the building. So here in this case we are taking the G+4 building structural model which is consisting of the 5 number of the slabs. 5 multiplied by 3 which is approximately equal to 15 meter is the height of the building. In the same process we have to enter the width of the building. So here in this case I am considering the width of the building is approximately equal to 9.14. So after this we have to enter the length of the building, number of bays along the length of the building. So here in this case it will be consisting of the number of the columns is 4. So number of the columns minus 1 which is comes under your number of bays. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So height of the building which is consisting of approximately 4 number of the bays which is exist for the ground G+4 building structural model. So here in this case it will be consisting of the 5 slabs. So not 4 here. So here I am entering as 5. Now in the same process we have to enter the number of the bays along the width direction. So in the width direction it will be consisting of the 3 number of the columns. Because of that reason 3 minus 1 which is approximately equal to 2 here. So now we have to enter the center to center distance between the column. We are already calculated in the typical floor plan. So for that initially we have to select this 3 dots option. Firstly we have to enter the center to center distance between the column for the first column which is approximately equal to 4.7 value. So again in the same process we have to enter the second value which is approximately equal to 5.38 here. Again in the same process we have to enter the third value which is approximately equal to 6.3 here. 6.3 here, click on OK option. Now in the same process, we have to select the width direction and we have to enter the value initially, the center to center distance between the column. First column is 4.26 here. Just I am taking here 4.26 is the value. In the same process, we have to take the second value is 4.88 here. Click on OK option. So then after that, we have to click on the apply option here. Now you can see it will done with modeling of the building structural model here like this. So click on the cancel option here. Click on yes option here. So now we have to import this model. So click on OK option. Now we can see it was importing data. So it was done with importing process. So now we have to add the slab sections at the portions here. So for that, initially we have to select the front view. Go to click on the cut section command, select to view option, click on OK. So here in this case, we have to add the slab portion for the ground story initially. So click on the select this option, click on this isometric view option. Now we have to add the slab section for the ground story. For that, just I am selecting 4 node plate option. Just I am adding here 4 node plate. In the same process, we have to add the all 4 node plates for the slab. Now here you can see all the 4 node plates are added here. Click on the whole structure command now. Now we have to copy this all the plates to remaining 3 steps. For that, we have to select the plate cursor option here. Select the plates. So we need the 4 copies in the vertical direction. Go to select a transitional repeat, which is in Y direction, which is consisting of the 4 numbers. Each will be consisting of the 3 meter. Click on OK option. So it was copied here like this. So after modeling process is completed, we have to apply the properties and load cases for the building structural model. For that, we have to select the general option, select the properties initially, click on the define parameters option here, select the rectangular parameter. So for this building structural model, just I am assuming the beam size which is consisting of 0.36 cross 0.23 is the dimensions for the beam section. Again, I am taking the column size is 0.36 cross 0.36 meter. So select the close option here. And again in the same process, I am assuming the thickness of the slab which is approximately equal to 150 mm here. So we need to assign this property for the beams. For the selection of the beams, we have to select beams parallel to X condition system. Again in the same process, we have to select the beams parallel to Z condition system. Assign to selected beams option, assign option, yes option. Select this particular column, go to select option, beams parallel to Y direction condition. Click as assign to selected beams assign. Again in the same process, we have to assign the plates by using assign to view option here. So after this, we have to apply the fixed support conditions at the base. So select the support condition, create option, add your fixed support condition system. Select the support to option. By using front view, we have to select all the node points at the base. Click on assign to selected nodes option, assign option, yes option here. Now we can see it was assigned with all the fixed support condition. Then after that, we have to apply the load cases. So for this building structural model, just I am assuming the load cases related to gravitational loading conditions only. So here in this case, I am considering only the building structural model which is located in low seismic zone, which is a zone 2 seismic condition system. For that reason only, I am taking only the gravitational loads which is related to dead loading condition system as well as the live loading condition system. So in the same process, I am not considering any kind of the wind loading condition system for this particular building structure. Why? Because in my area, there is no wind load effect on that particular structure as well as the snow load effect also not there. That's why I am not considering this for this particular building structural model. So firstly, we have to select the loads and factors option. Initially, we need to select the load case details. If you want to define the load cases related to seismic load and wind loading condition, so in my previous videos, I was done so many videos related to seismic load analysis and wind load analysis for the building structural model. You can watch that video and you can apply the same procedure for this model. So, but in this case example, just I am only considering the gravitational loading condition for the beginner purpose. So select the add button here. Select the first loading condition which is related to dead load here. Give the load name as DL. You can give any name, but here in this case simple purpose just I am giving dead load DL, and select the live loading condition, click on add, close option. Select the dead loading condition, click on add button. Firstly, we have to add the self-weight condition system, so which is -1 in downward direction condition system. So after adding the self-weight condition system, the self-weight is related to beam sections, column sections as well as the slab section. But except that structural members, there will be existing of the wall loads also. So now we have to calculate the wall loads. That is our next task. So for calculating the wall load condition system, we have to determine the thickness of the wall. We have to consider the wall thickness. Basically, the wall thickness will be consisting of 0.23 meter for the external wall loading condition system, which is of 9 inches, and internal wall loading condition system will be consisting of 0.125, which is of 5 inches approximately. And we have to consider the density of the brickwork also, which is approximately equal to 18 to 20 kilonewton per meter cube for the brick condition system as per the IS Codal Provision Standard system. So here in this case, the external wall will be consisting of 0.23 is the thickness. We have to multiply this respected value with the density of brickwork. Again, we have to multiply this respected value with each floor height. So here in this example, we are consider the each floor height is approximately 3 meter. So which is 13.8. This load is related to external wall. In the same process for the building structural model, it will be consisting of the internal walls, which is having the thickness is approximately 0.125. Again, you have to multiply this respected value with 20. Again, we have to multiply this respected value with 3, which is of 7.5. Again, in the same process, it will be consisting of the parapet wall loads also. So, which is consisting of 0.125 is the thickness of the parapet wall load, and we have to multiply this respected value with 20 density. Again, we have to consider the height of the parapet wall load is approximately 1.2 meter here. Okay, so it will be consisting of it is 12, it is obtained here, but it is the value is 3 here, not 30. So 3 is the parapet wall loading condition plus 7.5 is the internal wall, which is we can call it as partition wall also. In the same process, it will be consisting of the external wall of 13.8, which is total as 24.3. The units of this 24.3 is approximately kilonewton per meter. So we have to apply the member load, which is related to minus 24.3 intensity here. Click on add option. Then after that, we have to calculate the floor load condition, which is related to marbles and tiles, which is exist on the slab section. For that reason, we have to consider the thickness of the particular floor. So which is approximately I am considering here as 0.1 meter. So I am multiplying this value with the unit weight of the floor work so that it can get the value is 2 here. So we have to consider the pressure value is minus 2, which is acting at a distance of minimum of 12 as well as the 15 meter is the height here. So click on add option. So this is the process to applying the loads for the particular dead loading condition system. So after this calculation part, we have to add the live loading condition system, which is related to the floor load condition. According to IS Codal Provision System 875 part 2, we have the different variations of the loading condition system for the live loading. So, but it will be consisting of approximately 2 to 5 kilonewton per meter square for the building structural model. In that example, just I am taking minus 3, which is acting at a distance of 3 as well as the 15 meter. Click on add option, close option. Select the self weight, click on assign to view option, assign yes option here. Now we have to apply the member weight, which is related to the beams load. Go to select option for that, beams parallel to X condition. Again we have to go to select beams parallel to Z condition. Assign to selected beams option, assign option yes option, so that it will apply the wall loading condition for all the members. Now our next task is to add the load combination. You can add the load combinations if you are considered the different types of the load combinations according to the manual method also. Otherwise, if you doesn't have any kind of the manual load combination, you can directly add with the program calculated. Further, select the load cases and details. Click on add option, auto load combination option. Select here as Indian Standard Code, general structure. It will be consisting of the steel structure also. In the steel condition system, you have to select this option. Click on generate option so that it will add the load combination here. Click on add, close option. So now we have to analysis, click on analysis and print, add your no print, close option. The same process, analyze option, run analysis, save option here. So now we can see it will do the analysis process for the building structural model. So here you can see it is doing the analysis process. It is obtained with 0 errors, 0 warnings. We have to check this. This is the important stage. So go to post processing mode option, click on done option. Apply your load cases, click on OK. so that it will display the shear force diagram for deflection diagram for the building structural model. In the same process it will show you the shear force diagram here like this. In the same process it will be consisting of the bending moment diagram here like this. So now I will explain you how to check the plate load pressure. So for that, select the plate load, select the load type will be dead load, absolute pressure, apply here, okay here. This is the maximum absolute pressure for the building structural model. So now I will explain you how to design this particular building structural model as per IS 456-2000 code. So for that, we have to click on the modeling option, select the design option, select the concrete design here, and we have to select the code as per IS 456-2000. Initially we need to select the parameters. So from these parameters, firstly we have to deselect all this. From this we have to select compressed strength, yield strength of shear reinforcement, maximum main, maximum secondary. Click on OK, and you have to consider the grade of the material is approximately 25 grade. So here I am considering 25,000. Click on add button. Again we have to select the FI mean. So example, just I am taking 500 grade steel. So if you are okay with 550 grade also, you can consider. Just I am taking 500 grade, click on add option. FI section also, just I am taking here as 500 grade, 500,000, click on add option. So select the maximum main here, just I am taking here as 20 mm diameter bar. Maximum secondary, just I am taking here as 12 mm diameter bar, click on add, close option. Click on comments option, select design beam command, we need the results for the beam and we need the results for the column. Again in the same process we need the results for the slab and we need the results for the final output. So now we have to select the question marks which is related to this option and select the FC. By using assign to view, we have to assign for all the properties and select the FI main. This is also assigned to view, we have to apply the properties. Again in the same process, section reinforcement also we have to assign with assign to view option, and we have to select the maximum main also assign to view. In the same process, maximum secondary also we have to assign with assign to view option. Select design beam, go to select option. We have to select the beams parallel to X condition, we have to select the beams parallel to X condition system. In the same process, we have to select the beams parallel to Z. Assign to selected beams, assign yes. Select the columns, go to select beams parallel to Y. Assign to selected beams, assign yes. Select the element, by using assign to view, we have to assign here. And we have to go to analysis and print again, add your no print again, close again. Again we have to go to analyze again, run analysis again, save again here. So here again we have to check for the 0 errors for the designing section also. Now here you can see it was obtained with 0 errors and 11 warnings. Go to post processing mode option, click on done option. Apply your load cases, click on OK. So this is a deflection diagram. So I am deselecting this. Select the beam option. Just I am selecting beam here, just I am selecting here. So it will be consisting of the beam reinforcement diagram here like this, which is having 4 bars of 16 mm diameter at the top reinforcement section. Again it will be consisting of 4 bars of 12 mm diameter at the bottom reinforcement section. Again it will be consisting of 18 numbers of the 8 mm diameter bar, which is placed at a distance of 125 center to center distance, which is of 5 inches approximately. In the same process I am selecting the column here, just I am selecting here. Click on the concrete design. So you can see this is the concrete reinforcement design results. Just I am selecting another column. So it is not, some columns are not showing reinforcement. So this is the reinforcement design results which is comes under your column. In the same process we can see the results in STAD output file. Click on the STAD output file option. So it will be consisting of the complete output file which is related to the complete beam reinforcement design results, like beam design results summary and column design results summary. You can check the results from the here. You can directly draw the results. Some columns are failing here, but some columns are getting some reinforcement design results. Okay, so you can see here. This is the reinforcement design results for the ties. In the same process, you can see the results for the slab. For that, just I am selecting last button, which is related to the slab reinforcement design results. So this is the slab reinforcement design results, which is of longitudinal reinforcement and transitional reinforcement, which is nothing but the main reinforcement design results, and this is the distribution reinforcement design results. So after this we have to see the how much amount of the concrete is required for this. So it is required approximately 8 mm diameter bar, 16 mm diameter bar, 12 mm diameter bar, 16 mm, 20 mm diameter bar, and this is the total summation of the diameter of the bar in Newton. So after this we have to design the foundation. So for this building structural model, it will be consisting of the isolated footing only. For that, just I am selecting foundation. Select the dead loading condition system as well as the live loading condition. click on include option, click on run STAAD foundation. So the fixed supports will be imported to STAAD foundation software. So in the STAAD foundation software, we can easily design whether it is comes under isolated footing or combined footing, depends upon your consideration. So here in this example, just I was taking the isolated footing only. For that, initially we had to generate the load cases and factors. Select the load, generate load combinations. So why? Because we have to generate the load combinations according to our considered loading condition systems. Here in this case, we are taking the load cases which is related to the gravitational loads of dead load, live load. So here I am selecting Indian code. So click on the generate load combination for the service load combination initially. Then after that, we have to click on the generate load combination for the ultimate load. Now after this, we have to click on the job setup, create job option, give the job name, just I am giving some name, and isolated as per the Indian standard, and the units will be in SI system and assigned to all supports. We have to select this 101, 102, 1202, this load combination. Click on generate jobs. Select the isolated footing. You can select the cover and soil type, footing geometry, depends upon your consideration. Just I am directly selecting design option, click on yes option, so that it will design the isolated footing according to your IS 456-2000 code. So now we can see it is consisting of the isolated footing design results summary for the particular foundation. So this is the starting page, this is the details and drawing. This is the important page in our project. So it will be consisting of the complete reinforcement design results for the particular structure. Okay. So this is the drawing sheet, this is the GA drawing sheet, and this is the calculation sheet. So this is the complete step-by-step process of designing of the G+4 building structural model from the AutoCAD plan. If you have any queries about this video, please try to text me your questions in the below comment box, so that I will give you the answer for that questions. Thank you.